The world is not waiting for you. It never has. It turns relentlessly, indifferent to your fears, doubts, and hesitations. Yet within you burns a spark, a force so powerful it can shape reality itself. This is not a fairy tale or a dream. It is the truth Napoleon Hill uncovered a century ago. The truth that empowered titans like Carnegie, Edison, and Ford. You are not a pawn in someone else's game. You are the architect of your destiny. But to build that destiny, you must first awaken the power within. Close your eyes and picture a vast, unexplored jungle. That is your life. Raw, untamed, brimming with potential and peril. Most wander aimlessly, following paths laid by others, content with mere crumbs. But you feel the call of something greater, the whisper of a purpose that cannot be ignored. That whisper is your soul demanding to be heard. It calls you to rise, to create, to become. The first step is belief. Belief is the foundation upon which empires are built. Napoleon Hill said that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But belief is not a fleeting thought. It is a fire that must be stoked daily, an unwavering conviction that drowns out doubt. Consider Thomas Edison, mocked 1,000 times for failing to perfect the light bulb. Yet his belief propelled him through darkness, failure, and ridicule until he illuminated the world. What do you believe about yourself? Not what others have told you, not what your past whispered, but what you know you can become. Belief begins in the silence of your mind. Your thoughts are the blueprint of your future. Each thought you nurture, each word you speak to yourself, is a brick in the structure of your destiny. Fill your mind with fear and excuses, and you build a prison. Dare to think boldly. Envision a life of purpose, impact, and abundance, and you lay the foundation for a cathedral. Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate who rose from poverty, saw not a poor immigrant boy but a man destined to shape industries. Which thoughts are you choosing today? Are they building a prison or a palace? Yet belief alone is not enough. It must be sharpened by clarity. Without clarity, dreams are like ships lost in fog, adrift, directionless, doomed. Clarity is the compass that guides your belief into reality. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? Not what society demands or what others expect, but what you deeply desire. Eliminate the noise, social media comparisons, external pressures, and define your definite major purpose, a single burning desire that becomes your North Star. Walt Disney envisioned Disneyland long before the first brick was laid. The world laughed, but his vision was unshakable. Do you know what you're building? Clarity demands courage. It forces you to face the chasm between where you are and where you want to be. Abraham Lincoln, a poor cabin boy with no formal education, clarified his purpose: to lead, unite, and leave a mark on history. Every book he read by candlelight, every speech he delivered was a bridge across that chasm. What is your definite major purpose? What single goal, if achieved, would validate every sacrifice? Next comes vision. Belief made tangible. Vision is the power to see what does not yet exist, to hold an image so vivid it feels more real than reality. Hill called this creative visualization. Henry Ford saw cars in every garage while the world still rode horses. He saw assembly lines, efficiency, progress. His vision reshaped the world. Close your eyes again. See yourself standing tall, unapologetic, living the life you were born to live. Engrave that image on your soul. This is your map. But vision without purpose is empty. Purpose is the fire that fuels your journey. Without purpose, the clearest vision fades. With it, no obstacle is too great. Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty, abused, discarded by the world, found her purpose: to inspire, uplift, and give voice to the voiceless. That purpose carried her through rejection and doubt, through every door slammed in her face. What is your purpose? Why do you wake up each morning? To create, to serve, to lead, to heal. Purpose is discovered through action, through failure, through the courage to move forward when the path is uncertain. Purpose demands discipline. Discipline is the bridge between vision and reality. It is the daily choice to show up, to work, to sacrifice comfort for greatness. The world celebrates talent, but talent without discipline is a spark that never ignites. Michael Jordan wasn't born a legend, he was cut from his high school team. Yet his hours of practice, relentless focus, and obsession with improvement forged a champion. Discipline is not glamorous. It is waking when you want to sleep, persisting when you want to quit, choosing the hard road because it leads to your destiny. What habits are you ready to forge? What will you sacrifice? Discipline is not punishment. It is liberation, the key to unlocking your inner power. And so we arrive at action. Action ignites your belief, your clarity, your vision, your purpose, and your discipline. Without action, all remains whispers in the wind. Hill taught that faith without works is dead. You cannot wait for perfect circumstances. The perfect moment is now. Take the first step, however small. Write the first page, make the first call, start the first workout. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates miracles. J.K. Rowling, a single mother in dire straits, acted, she wrote, persisted, and turned a scribbled story in a cafe into a global phenomenon. Action is not the absence of fear, it is the courage to move through it. What step will you take today? What commitment will you make right now? Action must be guided by gratitude. Gratitude is the lens that transforms perspective. It acknowledges every moment, challenge and triumph alike, as a gift. Hill believed gratitude aligns your mind with the infinite. When you are grateful, you attract abundance and see opportunities where others see obstacles. Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years, could have drowned in bitterness. Instead, he cultivated gratitude for his cause, his resilience, the chance to fight another day, and transformed from prisoner to president. What are you grateful for? Not just the victories, but also the struggles and failures. Gratitude is not weakness. It is power, the fuel that keeps your fire burning. But the path isn't smooth. Obstacles will rise, doubt will creep in, the world will test your resolve. Here, adaptability comes in. Adaptability is the art of bending without breaking, of finding new paths when old ones close. Hill called it persistence with flexibility. Thomas Watson, founder of IBM, faced venture after venture collapsing, ideas rejected. Yet he adapted, learned, pivoted, and turned setbacks into stepping stones. Adaptability is not surrender. It is strategy. It is the willingness to evolve, to embrace change, to rewrite the rules when the game shifts. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? What new path are you ready to explore? Your inner power is fluid, dynamic, unstoppable. Resilience is adaptability's sister, the steel in your spine, the fire in your heart that refuses to be extinguished. It is the capacity to rise again and again, no matter how many times you fall. Hill found that those who succeed never give up. Steve Jobs, fired from his own company, ridiculed and discarded, could have retreated. Instead, he rebuilt, returned, and revolutionized the world. Resilience is not the absence of pain. It is the choice to continue despite it. What knocked you down? What broke your heart? Let that pain propel you. Let it remind you that you are here not merely to survive, but to thrive. To thrive requires learning, the lifeblood of growth. It is the commitment to never stop improving, to never stop seeking. Hill taught that every adversity carries the seed of an equivalent benefit: knowledge. Failures teach, successes reveal. Benjamin Franklin, an apprentice printer, became a statesman, inventor, and philosopher by embracing relentless learning. reading voraciously, questioning everything, experimenting fearlessly. What are you learning today? What book, what skill, what conversation is expanding your mind? The power within you grows with every lesson you embrace. Embrace curiosity. It is the key to mastery. As we conclude, return to the spark that started it all, your inner power. It is not a gift reserved for a few. It is your birthright. You are not a victim of circumstances nor a product of your past. You are a force of nature, a world builder, a destiny shaper. But this power demands responsibility. The daily choice to believe, clarify, visualize, act, persist. The world will not hand you your dreams. It will challenge, test, and push you to your limits, and that is its gift. For it is in the struggle that you discover who you truly are. So stand. Look at the jungle of your life and see opportunity, not chaos. See the canvas of your future and paint it with the colors of your boldest dreams. You are not here to wander or conform. You are here to build, to create, to leave a legacy that echoes through time. Awaken your inner power. Become the architect of your destiny. The world is waiting, not to judge you but to witness you. Begin now. Begin today. And never, ever stop.